the collapsed as built. It's subtractive. It's a modeled, so you have to add additional activities to represent the employer's risk event, and also subtractive method, you have to remove activities to have your evaluation. So this method also, the very common description is as built, but for analysis. So it's actually equally used. So many people refer to this method with this name, as built, but for analysis. Many people also equally refer to collapsed as built. You have to understand, like, it's the same method. So you convert the as built dates into as planned dates, okay? Plus clients events, plus contractors delays. So I will take one example, so it's a snapshot. This is actually a monthly update. For example, I have one activity here under construction. It's an excavation work. Original duration is 10 days as per baseline schedule. I took 15 days to accomplish. It started on this date, finished on this date. So I have to create a new program, an avatar, a new program, but without any actuals. So I named this program here, collapsed as built, the same activity, excavation. I have the start date. I have to maintain the logic. So I want to make sure that it starts on the actual start date, but without an actual. And I have 10 days here of duration. I also add a new WBS, employers events, called the site obstructions, which took 4 days. After the site was clear for me, the contractor was delayed by 2 days on his own. It's his own default. He did not secure the equipment, did not mobilize the equipment on time. He didn't have manpower, whatever this reason might be, but there was a delay by the contractor here by 2 days. And some actually people recommend that I have another program that will have the employer's events, and another program will have the contractor's events. Then I open 3 programs, I link them together. It doesn't make sense to me. It works perfect for me to have WBSs. You made it clear that, it's a new program, it's collapsed as built, it's something you just created. You created a twin of the program. You link these 3 activities, finish to start. This is only basic, but what if you have 10,000 activities in the program, you have 15 to 20 employers events and multiple types of contractors delays? It's very hard to, review, right? You have to prepare it this way, of course, and the collapsed as built, because you have to keep the uniqueness of the construction schedule as it is. And also you have to list all employers events for easy review. But it's very hard to track, like if you have all these activities, I have to go through all construction activities and find the successor. I go back and forth to all different WBS. So it's very hard to review. So the third step is to create an activity code. Each activity code represents the employer's risk event or the delay event. So if I have, in this case, excavation delay, this is my delay event. So I assign it into the construction activity, which already exists in the program of work. I also assign it to the employer's event and the contractor's delays related to this particular construction activity. When you group the activities by activity code, you will have maybe each delay event, and you have all activities listed underneath, which is very, very effective for review. So if you have 10 delay events, you have here 10 delay events listed, and you can see very easily which construction activities are impacted and what are the employers and contractors delays. In this case, practice guides do not, ask you to create an activity code, but this is based on my experience, which I have found very effective, very easy for review. So I'm sharing this with you, but no practice guide or no book ask you or recommend, activity code. This is based on experience only, but it makes sense actually. So it's very effective and powerful in your review. So if you do your job right, you will find that the end result, the outcome of the whole program equals the actual completion date of the project, because you created the twin, you converted, the information, you interpreted the information of the actual duration here, actual dates. So you see here, for example, so after I did all of that on a high level, it matches the actual duration from 6th of July to 21st of July. So it will all match, all activities will match. It's a twin of the as-built program. So if you do your job right, you run the program, it will match the actual completion date. And here, sometimes because of the calendar, and so sometimes here I have 5 days additional, but I had to create 2 activities to represent the delays, but they are all 6 days. It's fine, as long as you wanna, at the end, like match the completion date of this particular activity. We added new activities. We show it the employer's events. So that's why it's a modeled, delay analysis, and also it's subtractive. Why is that? Because if this method, if you want to calculate the EOT or determine that or do the delay analysis in general, you have to dissolve the employer event. You do not delete the employer event, dissolve it, because if you are using Primavera dissolve, so you take out the activity, but other activities will be automatically linked. But if you delete it, you have to maintain the logic again. You have to, assign all relationships for the deleted part. So you dissolve the employer's event. And after you dissolve it, you run the program. So after you run the program, the outcome you have is the actual completion date, hypothetically, actual completion date without employer's event. So this is the way, it should be hypothetically, because delays already happened, and we know that the project is delayed by 3 months already, right? So hypothetically, if we extract the employer's event, what the completion date would be, which is 2 months. So 1 month by the contractor represented here under contractor's delays. So 3 months overall delay, 2 months by the employer, 1 month by the contractor. So it's very easy to get it wrong, because people normally, think about the cause and effect. So I have to do the analysis in a way that will give me the EOT entitlement. So I extract the contractor's delay and I run the program. It will give me automatic extension of time. It is true, but it is not the right way to do this method. It's a subtractive model. It's you subtract, you remove the employer's event. So if you want to work with this method, you have to remove the employer's event. Know the fact that the project is delayed by 3 months. You remove the employer's event, you run the program, it's 1 month of delay, which means the EOT is 2 months. So you did not see it in the program, but this is how we interpret it, This is subtractive model. Okay, advantages, it represents delays also based on factual data and no baseline needed. We are dealing with the as-built information of the program. You analyze it, one shot. It's not window analysis, it's a one shot, and no baseline needed. And so it's not suitable for larger projects because it takes a lot of work, time, and resources, and it's easy to get wrong. It doesn't provide an alarm, right? Because you do it at the end of the project to do the forensic analysis of scheduled delays. It's misleading if actual data are not accurate, of course, like any other retrospective method, subjective also and intuitive for the assumptions. Use is perfect for small or medium projects when actual data are very accurate, very, very good project records.